intro bit planned about how this top was really probably overkill for standing alone in a room talking to a camera, but it actually doesn't look nearly as sparkly as it is on camera, and I'm kind of sad about that because I want other people to appreciate my sparkly tops too, and they just really haven't gotten much love this year. Hi everyone, Rosie here. Welcome back to my video. Before I get into the topic of this video, I just want to say that by my calculations, this is my 100th full-length video. I hit 100 a few videos ago if you count shorts, but I don't because my shorts are mostly just me going, "Hi guys, I'm gonna be doing a live tomorrow, come see me here." And like, that's not a video. If I was doing actual shorts with like production and like thought in them, maybe I would. But this is my 100th video. Thank you guys so much. Whether this is the first video of mine that you have seen or you've seen all 100, thank you so much for being with me the whole way. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I would have got this far or kept making videos for so long if I hadn't met such a wonderful, supportive, kind, lovely community of people, and I'm so happy to be a part of this beautiful booktube community and to be making videos, and that people seem to like them, which is pretty cool. So thanks again. And this tag just seemed way too fitting. It is the How Do You Booktube tag. It was created by Margaret Pinard and Bethan Brininga Sokolar. I will link their original video and also Bethan's channel down below. Thank you so much to these lovely ladies who tagged me in their original because they knew that this is the sort of stuff that I just love oversharing about. And I thought, what better way to celebrate 100 videos than to talk about how I booktube? Let's just start with the questions. Question 1 is, if you haven't already talked about it in another video, or if you want to explain more, what made you start a booktube channel? And I can both give a really precise answer, and also I'm not totally sure. So last May and June, I was watching a lot of YouTube because nothing was going on, and I started binge watching Lauren Wade's booktube videos. She's a mid-range channel, I guess. I think she's got about 25,000 subscribers, or at least she did when I was watching a lot last spring. Big enough to be successful and that I'd come across her stuff, but also not so big that it seems intimidating. I don't know about you guys, when I watch videos from someone with 100,000 subscribers, that's just so out of the realm of what I think about that it doesn't seem like something I could do. But I was binge watching her reading vlogs, which are so lovely. Seriously, I'm gonna link her channel down below. Go check it out. She's on a maternity break right now because she just had a baby in, I think, April. So cute. But she has a whole backlog and her videos are awesome. And she has these great reading vlogs and they're really good. And I watched probably like 3 years of them in the span of like 2 weeks. And it just sort of struck me that like, oh, you're not that dissimilar from me. Which I know that sounds like a weird reason to start a channel, but I think in my head I'd felt like, oh, people who have YouTube channels are like really artistically talented or creative people, or if they're booktubers, they've got like a super strong backing in literature, or they studied at university, or they work in publishing, or they're students, and like that's the sort of people who make booktube videos, and I'm not that sort of person. But then I realized that, you know, Lauren has a regular job, I think in finance or something? I'm not totally, but like, not at all in the publishing sphere or like the creative industry. It's not at all related to her channel. I don't think she studied literature at university. You know, she just seemed like a normal person living a normal life. And she had a channel. And I went, I'm a normal person. I've got a normal life. I could have a booktube channel. But at the same time, I don't know what switch flipped in my brain that made me interested in it in the first place. Was it just watching her vlogs? Or was something else going on? I think maybe there might have been an element of, because of all of the lockdowns and we were working from home and doing absolutely no socializing and all of that sort of stuff, maybe my brain had a bit of like extra energy that usually went to being polite to people at the office. I love my coworkers, to be clear, but there's all of that like, hello, I am a professional adult stuff that you've got to do when you're in the office all day that you just don't have to do when you're at home. And I think maybe just having that extra energy freed up a part of my brain to be like, hey, maybe you want a new hobby. You've got time, you've got energy for once. Let's try something new. So around that time, I was taking an 8-day solo reading retreat to my family's cottage, just myself and a whole bunch of books, and I decided, you know what, this seems interesting. I'm gonna give it a go. I've got a smartphone, I've got iMovie, let's try it, let's see it. So I filmed a TBR and a vlog and then a wrap up when I got home and spent, my first vlog, I filmed an entire day of vlog as like a practice run, and then the next day I did it for real and actually edited that footage. And my first videos weren't great, but my absolutely wonderful and supportive partner watched them all and gave constructive criticism and was super supportive and like, yes, you should do it, you should give it a go. And it turns out I really like making videos, and I really like talking about books, and I especially really like meeting all of you guys. So yay, that's my booktube channel origin story. I don't know if I've ever fully shared that before, but that's how I came to be here on all of your screens, probably being annoying. Question 2 is, how do you subscribe, and how many channels are you subscribed to? I'm pretty basic when I decide how to subscribe. I've seen some people answer this question where they have like super detailed explanations. For me, if I come across a new channel that I'm interested in checking out, like maybe someone tags them in a tag and I've never heard of them or mentions them somewhere, I'll look at their videos, do a first sort of like initial scan. Does this look like content I'm going to be interested in? Just from like the titles I see and stuff. And then usually I watch at least one video. I try to watch a monthly wrap up. That's my preferred video to watch if I'm trying a new channel, because I like seeing what sort of books are people reading? What mix of books are they talking about? And also, how do they talk about the books that they read? And I want to see that for multiple books. So I don't love a one book review because I think there's more range in those for how they're going to turn out. But I feel like a monthly wrap up is often a pretty good indicator of what someone is like on camera and what their approach to reviewing books is. So I try and watch a wrap up, but a reading vlog or whatever I find that looks interesting will also do the trick. And then while I'm watching that video, I decide, does this seem like someone I want to watch more from? Cool, subscribe. No? Okay, leave a nice comment and go on with my day. I don't tend to watch like 3 or 4 videos from someone before I decide. It's easy to unsubscribe later if I don't like their videos. As for how many people I am subscribed to, I think I'm subscribed to about 200 channels, but I don't know how many of those are booktube channels versus other stuff channels. I've been using the same YouTube account since like 2012, and I didn't make a new one when I started my channel because I didn't know what I wanted my channel name to be, so I just like started it under my name. We're almost a year later, so I think it's stuck at this point. I just kept using the one I already had. So I have a lot of channels that I was subscribed to from before booktube. I also do enjoy watching other types of content, so I don't know how much of it is booktube versus non-booktube. I couldn't be bothered to count, honestly. Question 3 is, do you unsubscribe from inactive channels? If so, how do you decide when or how to unsubscribe? I don't usually unsubscribe from inactive channels. I'm pretty sure there's lots of channels in my subscription list that haven't updated in years, but if they're not posting, they're not clogging my subscriptions feed with videos I don't want to watch, so I don't feel any need to unsubscribe from them. As for how I decide to unsubscribe, I do unsubscribe from channels, just not inactive ones. I unsubscribe from the ones where I realize that I never want to click on their videos. So if someone's coming across my screen and I realize after a few weeks or a month or something that none of their videos are ones that I want to watch, I'll unsubscribe from them. Question 4 is, when and where do you watch booktube? For the small scale where, I watch booktube almost exclusively on my phone. I would say probably 95% of my watching I do on my phone because I carry it around with me and I've always got it. Like, I don't always want to carry my laptop around the house, but I always have my phone with me wherever I am, and I can just prop it up on something and watch wherever I am. Which brings me to the second point, which is, where in my life do I watch booktube? Well, my home, because I don't go anywhere that's not my home now, but everywhere in the house. I watch booktube in my office. I watch booktube in the bedroom. I watch booktube in the kitchen. I watch booktube in the bathroom. And when? Anytime I can. So anytime I have any sort of activity that needs to be done that's like a little bit mindless, you know the type, or just like doesn't require my full attention, I'm probably watching booktube. Cooking? I'm watching booktube. Doing the dishes? You know it's booktube. Folding laundry? Booktube. Flossing my teeth? Literally only happens if I put a booktube video on. I don't know why. My brain is weird. The 4 minutes it takes to floss is like an insurmountable mountain that I could not possibly climb. Put on a booktube video? Happy to floss. I like watching booktube while I do my skincare. I watch BookTube while I set up to film BookTube videos. Basically, I watch BookTube a lot. Question 5 is long, so I'm gonna pick up my notes. How do you respond to comments? Do you always respond right away or on a set schedule? Do you comment on every video you watch? I try to respond to every comment I get. I hope that I one day reach a size of channel where that won't be possible. For now, that's clearly very possible, and I really, really appreciate every single one of you who takes the time to watch a video, and especially takes the time to let me know what you liked, what you didn't, what your thoughts are, and I want to build friendships, and you don't build friendships by just existing, you've got to talk to people. I think. I'm very bad at building friendships, so don't take my word on this. So yes, I try and respond to every comment I get. I don't have a set schedule for when I reply to them. I don't like sit down once a day or once a week or something and respond to them, but I do try and do it fairly regularly and before a whole bunch pile up. So I know that for me personally, if I let it get to like 10, 15 comments that I need to reply to, it's kind of intimidating. That sounds so dumb, I know, but I'm really bad at social interactions, and sometimes replying to comments feels like a social interaction, which it is. It's an interaction between people, but it can feel kind of scary when I've got like 15 that I've got to do, and I've got to come up with something to say, and I've got to say the right thing in response. So I really, really try to reply to comments often enough that I never have more than 5 or 6 to do at a time. That being said, I also don't put down whatever I'm doing to reply to a comment as soon as I get one. So semi-regularly with moderate efficiency is how I reply to comments. And as for whether or not I comment on every video I watch, that's actually something I'm trying to train myself out of. When I first started my channel, and for most of the past year, I have pretty much commented on every single BookTube video that I have watched. I love it when you guys comment on my videos, so I want to make other people happy by commenting on theirs. I think that's pretty a normal thing to do, but I've also realized that that's not been the healthiest for me in my watching. And obviously I'm not going to stop commenting on your videos. I still love leaving comments, and whenever I have something to say, or just like the social energy to come up with something, even if I don't have something I urgently want to say, I try and still leave comments. But I'm also having to get better at letting myself not comment, and getting out of this thing that I find happens sometimes where I don't want to watch any BookTube videos because I feel like if I watch a video I have to comment, and I'm just going like, I'm tired and emotionally drained and I don't have it in me to comment right now, so I don't watch the video. But I'm allowed to just watch videos and enjoy them. I don't have to comment every time, and that's what I mean when I say I'm working to train myself out of having to comment on every single video. Sometimes a like is enough, and I have to remind myself that that's okay. I feel like these meta tags always reveal what of an awkward, insecure mess I am inside, but I am who I am, and I'm trying to be cognizant and be a healthier version of myself. Question 6 is, do you keep up with content as it comes out, or do you catch up on older content? How do you filter through old content, if so? And there's a reference to Berna's video where she talks about dealing with her like almost 1,000 video long to-watch list. I roughly keep up with content as it comes out. Usually, if I haven't watched something within about a week of when it was posted, there's a very small chance of me watching it. And I do sort of a real-time filtering, if that makes sense. So if I've been on vacation for a week and I haven't watched any BookTube, then when I get back, I don't try and watch everything that was posted in the last week. I know I'm not going to have time to do that. So I pick out the ones that I really, really want to watch, and I just watch those, and then I go forward. Likewise, if I have a day where I'm just watching tons of YouTube and I have loads of time, I will watch videos that I otherwise might skip. So I don't have a way of managing older content that I'm catching up on because I don't tend to catch up on older content. I just sort of do real-time triage of like, okay Rosie, be real with yourself. How much are you getting through today? And try and let that set what I'm watching. And that lets me keep relatively up to date with pretty much everything I want to watch. Question 7 is, do you use your homepage feed to decide what to watch, or do you work down your list of channel subscriptions, or some other method? I don't really use my homepage for BookTube at all. I use my homepage to find other random videos I might want to watch, but not for BookTube. For BookTube videos, I use my subscriptions page. So at least once a day, but sometimes many times a day, I will scroll down the subscriptions page and add anything I want to watch to my watch later list until I get to like a video that I saw last time. So I try and scroll through my subscriptions and look at the thumbnail and the title of everything that all of the people I'm subscribed to have posted since I last checked, and save the relevant ones to my watch later. Then I actually do my watching from my watch later list. So within that list, I've saved all the videos I want. I tend to sort them. I know this sounds ridiculous, but it's what works for me. I drag all of the non-booktube videos to the top of the list and all of the booktube ones to the bottom. But I watch the booktube videos first. And that probably sounds backwards, and shouldn't I have the booktube ones at the top if they're the ones I watch first? That would make sense, except one, I watch a lot more booktube than non-booktube, and I tend to cycle through that more. It's far more likely that I'll watch a non-booktube video from 2 weeks ago than a booktube video from 2 weeks ago. So the ones at the top, on the watch later list, things go in at the bottom. So if I've got a list, I'm adding things to the bottom, and I just pull like 2 or 3 up to the top, as opposed to if I kept my booktube at the top, I'd be constantly pulling like tens of videos up. It does make sense, I promise. I'm not crazy. I mean, I am, but this does make sense. Like I said, I try and watch my booktube videos first because most of the non-booktube stuff I watch is big channels that I'm watching just because I enjoy it, whereas the booktube stuff, I enjoy it, but also it's you guys. It's my friends, and I want to watch your videos and support your videos and comment on your videos before I just do mindless fun stuff. So within those booktube videos, I don't have any set order that I watch in. It really varies based on what I'm in the mood for on any given day. Some days I start with the oldest and just work my way through to the newest. Sometimes there's a newest that I want to watch first, so I start there. Sometimes I want to knock off some of the really long videos first, and I dive in with the 30-minute reading vlogs or TBRs and then work my way towards the Jeremy Fee videos at 5 minutes. Sometimes I just want something quick, so I just watch the Jeremy Fee 5-minute ones. And sometimes it's just totally random. I know, it's chaos, I say, having just spent like 5 minutes describing the system I use to get to the chaos. Let's look at the next question, which is question 8. Tag some folk. Okay, I know a lot of people have already been tagged in this, and I know a lot of people have already done this, but even if I don't tag you, I want you to answer this. I'm gonna call it a few specific channels, but I am so interested in this stuff. I think this tag is really fascinating, and I want to know what everyone's answers are. However, I am going to specifically tag Jeremy Fee because, dude, how do you comment on every single booktube video that I watch? Like, no joke. Go to the comment section of whatever you watch after this. Jeremy will probably have left a comment. And he posts 7 videos a week. Dude, how do you do it? Share your secrets. I'm also going to tag Emrita of Emrita by the Book because you seem to consume so much media. You watch so much booktube based on, I see you in the comments as well, and you listen to podcasts, and you watch TV, and you actually have time to read books, and also you make videos, and you have a podcast, and it's just like, wow, how do you manage it? Share your secrets, tell me, I want to know. And then finally, I'm going to tag Nat of Nerdy Nat Reads because I don't know what her approach is, and I'm curious. She seems to have a pretty busy life between, work and her partner and like her own channel, and I'm curious and nosy. Tell me about how you booktube. And of course, feel free to let me know down below in the comments, talk about any of what I've just brought up, answer the questions for yourself. Let's have a good old chat down there. And as always, if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my videos, please hit subscribe, and thank you for watching.